Fast forward, my man will say a more cover and brought channel your social swamps. I'll say a pop creation television. Podcast stories are training me Chris big headlines. Near Jemre, na EDB Akroma Ewaha. Need me on Braxi Muse Ende. EDD can you message to me a subscribe to the channel. Hit on notification bell, share a map of friends to answer into me. Can be an idiom. A year will leave a comment under the comment section. And make sure when your cases are in sir. Young writing sim.
We understand the chief of staff invited Sammy. What do we know? What happened?
I told you that when you want to talk to me, speak to me as a deputy general secretary because is my colleague national executive. And
okay.
Of course, I have interest in this matter.
Anyway, but let's have your viewpoint. Answer the question for me.
Yeah, I have heard so. But the most important thing is that at the point when Sammy Jemfi was giving this said woman the gift, all right? If you analyze the video clearly, you see that it was an act of good faith, a gesture in good faith. But we've all spoken about the times we find ourselves, the difficulties we face, the fact that we have a very conscious party support base that will not want to see the government fail, that will not want to see government appointees fail, that will not want to compare ourselves any day to the standard, the low standard the MPP and President Akufo offered us. That is why you see the applause from even our party base to say that, well, there's no criminality in that, but it shouldn't have in the first place. But great. Are we in government and serving the country with a belief that we will not make mistakes? The most difficult thing of any leader is to make a mistake and appreciate that you have made a mistake, come out and apologize to your followers. They've
referred to the act to say, well, he has done something that contravenes the act and the laws must work. You don't agree to that position?
Let me tell you, when we came to power, for the first time, within 3 months, Sammy Jemfi alone and his team, through the Ministry of Finance, have worked assiduously with a gold board that today all Ghanaians are benefiting from. Because if the gold board and gold trade have any relationship with how much the dollar is falling, then as a nation, we need to commend that young man. Number two, if you have given this
if you say
press conference today, they will go and consult Ochihene in Kesi before.
No, but Bande, you say he has to be commended. But in the past, you have accused people of engaging in similar act, which then didn't help the city. Isn't it the same that with this, if it is encouraged, it will inure to the disadvantage of the Ghanaian city, and therefore some measures have to be put in place to deal with this?
People who have hoarded millions of dollars under their bed. We have said that. That is why you've seen the uproar from many of our party foot soldiers and colleagues who believe that no, Sammy Jemfi of all people shouldn't have done that. The individual involved appreciated, even though he had sought to give a good gesture, it didn't sit well, it was inappropriate as described. He comes out and takes responsibility of same.
Okay, I'm grateful to you. I'm grateful to you. Let me bring in Adam Senano. Adam, how should the presidency be dealing with this issue?
I don't see that Mr. Sammy Jemfi has breached any law or any policy. I think it's not just a stretch, it's absolutely ludicrous for anyone to suggest that in giving Agadrada money, he was engaged in business. Business is for profit. Was this a loss-making business or what was it? Let's not have people stretching this issue. I think substantive would be for the president to establish whether the source of this money is something that is legitimate and doesn't breach any laws of the land. Sammy being a lawyer, I mean, I don't know what they were talking about. I have a dollar account. I cash dollars. I change it to dollars depending on what I want to do. It's not strange to have dollars. We don't even know what denominations he was holding. And as you can see from the clip, he didn't attempt to give her all. He was trying to give her a portion and then she snatched the rest. So how can that be a business? I think that the president should caution him, and all our appointees should be made to note that, you see, moving from private personal business to a public office means that now whatever you do must be in the name of the people and for the welfare of the people, and you are exposed to public scrutiny with everything you do. And so you need to be circumspect, you need to be measured, you need to be modest in what you do, and I think that a caution should be sufficient.
I'm grateful to you, Adam Senanu. This has been Top Story, brought to you by Telecel Connecting Energies. Up next is Newsnight. Plans of payment that requires the temporary imposition of exchange controls beyond measures provided for in Section 17, 18, and 19. The governor, in consultation with the minister, may by notice make rules to restrict, and what we are interested in is the C, the acquisition, holding, and use in the country of foreign currency or travelers' checks by persons, including residents. 2, it says the rule shall remain in force for a period of not more than 3 months. Have we had a recent rule like that you claim Sammy Gyamfi had contravened?
So clearly, when you referring to an act, you need to look at it as a whole.
Okay.
You understand? First
All right.
of all, refer to the act itself, the Section 3. Section 3 generally deals with possession of foreign currencies. So it is on this premise that you now have to look at the sections that you are referring to.
Okay.
Fundamentally, possession of foreign currency in these circumstances clearly violates the law. And the act is quite clear when you look at it. So yes, I agree with the point you are making. But that is in a special case where you are actually making reference to non-existence or non-existence of a directive from the Bank of Ghana or the governor for that matter. But the sections that we have made reference to, when you look at Section 3 and 1, persons engaging in the business or dealing in foreign exchange without license, what we are saying is that being in possession of this foreign currency, is he a licensed person to deal with foreign currency? The answer is going to be no. And this press conference is premised on that basis. So let us take it away from you can't possess a dollar. You can have a region where you have a dollar. But what we are saying is a different thing here. Look at dealing or doing business in foreign exchange. In this case, Sammy Gyamfi having loads of cash in dollars in his vehicle and doling some out is what we are talking about.
So you, by your understanding, Sammy was dealing in the business of foreign exchange. Is that it?
Besides, otherwise, what is the dollar doing on him? It is not a legal tender in our country. So what are you doing with the dollar? It's as simple as you are in possession of it. So what are you dealing with it if you're not dealing with the dollar? Because you can't use the dollar to buy food in Ghana here. It's prohibited under the laws. So what we are saying is let's not take it out of context. What was the dollar doing on him? And does he have the license to possess it?
I mean, but...
These are the questions that you have to ask. Very simple question.
Well, but I mean, when you look at the Section 20 of that particular act you refer to, which of course refers to individuals holding, foreign exchange, that is where it says the Bank of Ghana governor, in consultation with the minister, will issue, a notice to restrict persons from holding that. By the video we've all seen, is it not a stretch to say he was engaging in the business of transacting in foreign exchange?
Not at all. Simply because, are you also going to say that, or are you also saying that in absence of a directive of a directive from the governor of Bank of Ghana, you are entitled to possess the dollars?
Well, because the framers of the law themselves said in section 20 subsection 3 that despite section 2, the governor in consultation with the minister may extend the time frame designated for the operation of the rules for a period of not more than 3 months, and for any subsequent period that the governor in consultation with the minister may determine. In absence of such a rule, can we say that Sammy has contravened any law?
Precisely, yes, because section 3.1 and 3.4, they are not to be read in conjunction or in connection with this provision you are making. They stand on their own. So look at the sections that we have made reference to, and get the import of it. And you realize that he is dealing in dollars or doing business or transactions in dollars, and therefore is put by this act. And clearly he has contravened the law, and he must face the full rigors of the law. It's as simple as it's not about the law.
Okay.
Let me put it clearly. What we are saying is nobody is after Sammy. What we are saying is that an offense has been committed. It is important that the president invite an investigation into the matter. And if he's found culpable, let the law be applied to him, just as it will apply to any other person in Ghana.
Okay.
We do not have anything against Sammy. But if indeed, after the findings, there's going to be an established offense that he has committed, that he should be made to face the law. Because, excuse me, you wouldn't say that somebody has come to apologize after committing an armed robbery, and it should be that he has apologized, so we should leave the matter to be. In the same vein that we don't expect that somebody will possess in this hardship, somebody will possess so much dollars, and somebody will ask for petrol, and then you will give him our dollars, and it can't be countenanced. It shouldn't be encouraged. Let me tell you why this is even more dangerous, that the government should not let it slide. How old is the gold board? Let's ask ourselves that question. It's less than 6 months old. How much has been allocated to the gold board per the first budget that was read? $279 million. And look at this. You had the CEO 4 months after coming and displaying dollars of gift, and it should be taken lightly. No, this is a special case. And it has to be given the right approach.
Well,
in dealing with it.
Okay. We've heard that the chief of staff invited him over this incident. Will your group be, find it enough if he is publicly reprimanded by the presidency?
Not at all. The president is not responsible for dealing with an offences in this country. It is the police. What we expected was the matter to be referred to the police so that he is invited by the police, or at least the national security. We are talking about an offense that has been committed. Since when the chief of staff become the investigators in criminal offences in this country? I mean, let us face the fact. This has never happened. Somebody has committed an offense, and we are expecting that by inviting the person to the Flagstaff House, the person should apologize to the general public, and the matter is dead. Is that what we want to preach? And is that the precedent we want to set? Okay. No. You commit an offense. In Ghana, every offense is defined in the statute, and they come with it an accompanying punishment. And if you are found guilty of the offense and convicted, you face the consequences. The punishment that comes with it, you face it. So all that we are saying is that we agree in the Constitution he has his right to be presumed innocent until proven guilty. Fine. But for now, let them commission and investigations into the matter, and let us see whether or not he's guilty of the offense we are complaining of. And if he's guilty, let the law take its course. It's as simple as that.
If the presidency fails to act, will you be willing to take any steps in Parliament on this issue?
We were very clear in our press conference today that we will not leave any stone unturned in dealing with this matter. We will take it wherever we have to take it to ensure that everybody stays equal before the law. We won't say that you are in government, so therefore you go and display dollars when you don't have the basis or legal basis to do it, and because of your affiliations with the government, you should go scot-free. We won't accept that. We are all here. We have all been in this country. We have just seen a rise in our cedi against the dollar. Everybody is commending the country and the leader. The president of the realm comes just about 3-4 days ago, outline a whole lengthy, a very comprehensive code of conduct. And the next minute, you have an appointee doing the very thing that this code of conduct is prohibited. And you feel it's not enough for the government to take it up. It's a test case for the president, if he cares to know, because this is just about 1 week old. Let us see what you did when it was even fresh on your mind.
Okay, I'm grateful to you.
We're waiting for that.
I'm grateful to you, Raf Poku-Edusei, for joining us here. He is MP for Bekwai here. Mustafa Gbande is Deputy Director of Operations at the Presidency. Mustafa, great.
Nti we ensem ahodo etimi call so channel yi so high population television. Ya mishraw on trewashim so wo yemre ewo ha. Omari so bitima subscribe, share, hit on notification bell na emma ebusuakuo no emu enye kese. Ya mishraw se obeka busuakuo no. Dasa ne so bad here di adom bi edom yenia. Ensan hyiamu na yensum ewo kwan so kra. Ha population television. Me dasa so yemre.